So this is the program I've been showing you guys footage of off and on, and this is a PC emulator called PCEM, and by PC emulator I mean literally a PC hardware emulator. This was a project that was started in 2007 by a programmer named Sarah Walker, and it's a very similar principle to a virtual machine, but more gaming focused because, as I'm about to show you here, if I can open up my DirectX diagnostic, this actually emulates the hardware instead of just passing through what's in the host system. So we are emulating a Pentium 233 with paired with 128 megs of RAM, and of course there is a 5 gig hard drive in here. It's updated to the latest DirectX 7. Flip through here. We've got a Verge, a S3 Verge as the 2D graphics card. And of course we're running a Voodoo 2 with the latest DirectX 7 drivers as the 3D acceleration card. Remember, this is all emulated. And we're using a Sound Blaster for the sound card. And I'm just using the Creative Direct Sound driver here. In fact, let's go into Device Manager and see if that actually tells us the name of that, because I forget which variant of Sound Blaster I put in this now. Let's see here. Okay, I guess it ain't going to tell me, but I used literally the only Sound Blaster that I could find support for, because a lot of them, with this particular version of Windows 98 I installed, it would not recognize them, so I could actually install drivers for it. So I chose the only Sound Blaster that would actually work. We will insert a disk in the drive here. Here we go. Add as a PC Gamer demo disc. We'll worry about that later. Yeah, something's always got to go wrong, right? Let's open this up again and see what pops up for the music card, because I've had a couple issues with. Yep, that's all working. So I guess that particular game, the CD audio, is just having issues. Okay, then I guess we're going to have to install the demo I was going for manually, aren't we? We can play that game. Monolith Games that's the same Monolith Games that made Blood, coincidentally, and also Blood 2: The Chosen, which I believe shortly after this was also on a PC Gamer demo disc. We're not going to bother with the README. Let's see if that gave me some kind of Yep, here we go. Let's see, do we want to do 640 by 480 or 800 by 600? Let's do 800 by 600. Let's go for broke. Let's go high detail. Yep. Oh, of course, I gotta fix this. Oh, excuse me. Yep, run it, jump, yep. Duck is C. That all seems okay. Inventory is I. Mouse look is on. Yep, left button is fire. Is there an alt fire? Oh, let me see here. I guess we'll leave that on aside. We won't invert anything. Let's fire this up. Yep, single level demo. I'm sorry, it's like 3:10 at night, so I'm tired, so you might hear me slip up a little bit. I am literally forcing myself to keep speaking just so I don't zone out. Lift Tech, which was the same engine they later used for Blood 2.
You'll need to locate the Madison Tunnel. It'll lead to the old CMC headquarters in downtown Avernus. You should be able to track Gabriel down there.
Mind if I do a little window shopping first?
Very funny.
You got company coming, hotshot.
Who the hell is this?
A friend of a friend. Hank Johnson's the name.
Which friend would that be?
A good one. We can discuss it later.
Whoa, what was that? Okay, we might have to turn some stuff down in the display settings. Let's go with that. Because that was bad. We were getting like 17 frames per second. There we go. That's a bit more manageable. And as you can see, this is running much the same way it would run on a Pentium 233 and Voodoo 2. Which is to say, not necessarily well. There we go. Come on, go down. Go down, bullet sponge. Okay. This is actually pretty enjoyable. I might have to see if I can download a full version of this for my regular system and do whatever fixes I need to get it to work. But yeah, so this kind of gives you the experience you get playing games on the actual 90s hardware. Like I said, it does have its limitations because it is nowhere near the Pentium 2 stage yet. Oh, excuse me. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking soda while I'm doing this. So you're kind of limited really to the Pentium 233. There's some higher-end AMD chips and some faster mobile Pentiums available, but I haven't had much luck getting them run stable. I know I tried running Quake 2 on the emulated AMD K2 this supports. And that was just kind of a mess. The game actually crashed the desktop when I tried it. Let's see if we can find some ammunition here.
They've shut the blast doors. I'll have to find another way.
Oh, I guess I gotta... I died during a cutscene. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's the greatest. And now I'm stuck because I died during a cutscene. That is the greatest thing ever.
You'll need to locate the Madison.
Okay, let's actually... see what we got here. Hopefully that's the explosions and stuff, and that'll give us a little bit more performance turning that down. Oh Lord, that is wonderful.
Tunnel. It'll lead to the old CMC headquarters in downtown Avernus.
That is just wonderful. Remember when games were so janky, stuff like that happened?
Very funny.
You got company coming, hotshot.
Who the hell is this?
Friend of a friend. Hank Johnson's the name.
Which friend would that be?
A good one.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's working a little bit better. Those explosions aren't chugging it down anymore. That was brilliant. Oh boy. Probably pull out of this and start something else here pretty soon. Well, that is surprisingly effective. I can blow those up.
They've shut the blast doors. I'll have to find another way.
The city's underground support system is directly beneath your position. It'll lead you to a substation where you can override the security failsafes.
I could probably just do a whole show about trying random stuff off demo disc. I do have the Internet Archive page of cover CDs bookmarked. That's where I got this from.
I don't know about this.
Just do what I tell you.
Okay, let's quit out of that. And then, of course, this is probably one of the games that runs the best so far on this hardware. This is Quake 2. Oh, duh, I forgot to insert the CD into the drive. That's wonderful. That was old school DRM, folks. Games had locks on them so they wouldn't work without the CD in the drive. In fact, back in the day, that was about the only thing you needed to crack a game when you tore it. It was a no CD patch. Oh boy. As you can see, this runs really, really well. I think I need to go back this way to get the shotgun. And this is the full version. I ripped the ISO myself from an old retail CD I had. But funnily enough, the first time I ever experienced this game was actually on a demoed CD that was in this huge stack of PC Gamer discs I bought from a Goodwill as a kid. There we go. Trying to speed through this here.
Any squad leaders this freak.
Those guys are a pain in the neck because they eat up so much ammo. Yeah, the controls are okay, but on the weird stuff you get past in the keyboard and mouse through, and the slight difference in latency and I guess scroll speed and stuff means it's not the most elegant and smooth way to play, but it still works perfectly well. Now, one last thing I wanted to show off, because I discovered this program is a godsend for this, and that's, you know, all those old edutainment. God, I wish I could pronounce that word right. Games you played as a kid, but don't work right now because they were all pre-32-bit. Those are not difficult or intensive at all to run, so this is great for those. Let's see if I can navigate to one here. Okay, that's probably going to ask for the CD because that's a Disney Interactive game. And there it is. And a lot of these games, it's almost impossible to get these to run on modern operating systems after Windows XP, since they're pre-32-bit. A lot of them are like 16-bit games.
You look familiar, my friend. I need to review your papers.
This is a godsend for getting them to work.
Is this your first trip to our land? If so, please type your name in here. If you're returning to our land, select your name from the list below. We could possibly get you back here.
You know, you have to pick a name, possibly an alias. It doesn't have to be your name.
Decent Robin Williams expression.
Welcome back, my friend. Your papers seem to be in order. If you would like to begin a new adventure, click here.
If you'd like to continue a saved adventure, click here.
Your papers are in order. Welcome, my friend.
Oh my god. We're in some sort of chamber of horrors.
Yeah, and as you can see, the game works fine.
Hey, isn't that a chisel? Hold on there. You wouldn't be trying to go into my web now, would you?
Well, we'll play through this mini game here right
not
quick.
day, not day.
Pardon me, Spider Lady, but we'd just like to grab that chisel. We promise not to disturb your web or any other access to the net.
Ah, so you want to be taking my chisel? Well, can't you see I've got a family to feed? It's dinner time, and my little dearies are hungry. But I don't have any bugs. Have you seen any?
Bugs?
I can do bugs.
Hey, these bugs have different colors, shapes, and patterns. How are we gonna figure out which ones they like? I guess you better feed them a bug and see what happens. Nope.
Let's
not
see here.
those. They won't even look at them. Oh, they like that bug. I'll feed them when I have 4 bugs altogether.
Let's see what we got here. There we go.
All right, way to toss them bugs.
Thanks. Let's eat. Tasty. Good snack.
Now grab that chisel. Let's start chipping away to find Yazul's number wall.
Okay, here's how this works. The adventure you just left is up here. To save this adventure,
Oh boy.
click on the stamp that says save. And your game will be put right here in your passport. But hey, you can even change your mind and unsave your game by clicking right here. See? It says unsave now. And if you finish saving, unsaving, unsaving, you can click here and continue your adventure. You can
Hey,
even
boy.
quit. But we'll miss you. So, what do you want to do?
So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys around this program a little bit. Huh. Accidentally opened up a printer dialog somehow. And I'll give you guys a link to the program and some guides on how to set it up in the description. Because this is very useful if you kind of want to get these old games running in their natural environment. Now, like I said, it is limited in its utility with IBM PCs right now, because about the fastest thing you can reliably run is a Pentium 233 with a Voodoo 2. Any of the CPUs faster than that are kind of unstable in my experience, and I believe they are working on adding an a very early NVIDIA card to it, but that's still in the experimental stages. But, maybe you guys can play around with some of them faster CPUs, and maybe you'll get them working more stable than I have. But, I could have sworn Windows 98 had built-in solitaire, but I guess it doesn't. Guess that was a thing that came in with either Windows XP or a later update I haven't installed. But yeah, so thank you all for watching. God bless, and I hope in the future I can bring you more content like this, dealing with emulation software and just having these little sessions of messing around. Signing off, and see you next time.